Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my last installment of my 2016 favorites, and this is kind of just like miscellaneous slash tools, so it's gonna be kind of random and I don't really have everything like in order, so I'm kind of just gonna be like all over the place in this video, but I'm gonna try to keep it a little bit sane. But I do have, again, as per usual, a huge pile of things in front of me, so I do want to kind of just get right into it. The first thing I have for you is my Skindinavia Bridal Setting Spray. This stuff is like my forever holy grail. I love this. This is the same brand that makes the Urban Decay setting sprays, but you can get this much cheaper per ounce, and I prefer this over the Urban Decay. I do have the all-nighter setting spray that I'm using now. This is empty. Kind of just trying to get through the Urban Decay one because it was one of those things where around Christmas they had two of them, and you actually got two of the 4-ounce ones for the same price as one of these Skindinavia 8-ounce ones. So it was on sale. You just basically pay more for the Urban Decay because they have to put their own name on it and make money, but I prefer this bridal setting spray versus the Urban Decay all-nighter. I just think the stuff is amazing, and once I am done with the Urban Decay I will definitely repurchase this because I like this so much more. The second thing I want to talk about is actually two things, and it is the Real Techniques brush cleaning matte thing. It's got like a little handle on it, and the Dr. Bronner's soap. This is the peppermint. I just prefer that because I like the smell better, but I do also use the unscented one sometimes, or the lavender one. Some of them I just are just whatever, but I like the way this one smells. I prefer the solid soap to the liquid. I have a huge bottle of the liquid soap and I hate it for cleaning my brushes. I don't think it works at all. I think it's terrible and I don't know how people use it, but I love this for cleaning my brushes. These together make such quick work of my brushes and Beautyblender and everything else, and I've never noticed it to like make my Beautyblender disintegrate or not work anymore or anything like that. It's always been great. And since I do have so many brushes, anything that makes it easier and quicker to clean them is definitely a plus in my book. The next thing I want to talk about is skincare, and it is my favorite, I guess, extracting kind of face mask, and it's the Origins Clear Improvement Charcoal Mask. I love using this as a spot treatment. Right now I only have two active breakouts on my face, which is actually a feat and I'm pretty proud of it, but I do love to use this. I'll use this just as a spot treatment like every night until the pimple is cleared, and then sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit congested I'll do it like in an area, which is generally like right here, but I don't put this all over my face. I think it would be too much on my skin. I don't need it. I just need it only where I'm congested, which tends to be in the same spots. So I do really like this one. It's a basic charcoal mask, but it's just one that I reach for all the time, even though I have a plethora of them. This is just the one I always reach for. So, and then after I do a mask like that, especially if I'm doing a larger area, I always want to go in with a hydrating mask, because sometimes those charcoal masks, it can like keep pulling stuff out of your skin even after you wash it off. So I do like to then go in with hydrating so I'm not pulling the moisture out of my skin, because that will lead to even more breakouts, and it's like this vicious cycle thing. So I always put hydration back into my skin after I extract stuff out of it. And I've been really liking these egg cream masks. I don't know why. They smell and feel kind of weird. Like I feel like there is like enough for 3 more masks in the pouch. Like there's enough goop in the bottom for that, so I feel kind of goopy when I have it on, but I do really like the way these make my skin feel afterwards. It's a basic hydrating mask. I don't think it does anything crazy, you know, but it definitely feels like my skin is very plump and moisturized afterwards, which I have dehydrated skin, so I'm into that. And it doesn't break me out, which is one of those things that like I always have to watch for when I'm incorporating new skincare or new masks into my skincare regimen, that I don't want to be putting stuff on my face that breaks me out. These have been awesome. And I'm not going to go into my full skincare routine yet. I have been using a bunch of things that I think are really improving my skin, but some of those I started using in 2017, so that's not for this video. I didn't want to bring too much into it, but one thing that I like became my ride or die in 2016, and I will never turn my back on, is the Belief the True Cream, the moisturizing balm. This stuff is just like magic. Like it's just magic. It's so good. Like this hydrates my skin so well, and I have combo skin. I get oily in my T-zone. I only use this at night because I feel like it's too much for my skin during the day under makeup, but at night, like, I wake up and I just feel like my skin has been drinking water all night, which is such a stupid thing to say, but like that's what it feels like. My skin feels plump and soft and hydrated, and like for someone like me who just does not drink enough water, I don't. It's a thing that I have. I try, but I fail all the time. This stuff is amazing for my skin. I used this for the first time after I had gotten like windburn last winter, and it was just like in a couple days it was cleared up because of this stuff, and it's amazing. The next thing I want to talk about is this T3 One Pass Micro Straightener. I got this because I had a GHD and it was alright. Like, it was much better than the Hot Tools thing I had before, but it still was like kind of disappointing in a way. And I noticed one day that I looked down when I was using it, and like the sides had started melting, and I was like, what the fuck? Because that's like a $250 straightener. What the hell? So I went on the hunt for another straightener, and I saw this one on Sephora, and this one, like the full size one of this is almost like a travel size. It's like a compact one, but the full size one was pretty expensive, and I didn't really feel like spending that. This was $89, I believe, and it's a good size for the length of my hair now, and I know that it'll be a good size for a long time because my hair is going to be short for a long time. Like, let's just be real. It's really short now, and even in a year it's still not going to be super long, so this will be good for me, a good width and everything for me for a long time. And this is like the one pass where it's supposed to like be straight after only one pass, and I've actually been really surprised at how well this works. It's almost like too good sometimes if I'm not careful. Like, it can leave my hair super like flat to my face, which I never thought would be a bad thing because I have very thick hair, and it gets poofy, so I am always fighting volume. Like, everybody and their mother wants to put volume in my hair, and I'm like, please take it out. Please take it out. And like, this sometimes is too flat for me, if that makes sense. So I have to be a little bit careful of how I'm running it through my hair, or else it's like, I don't know. But I, like I said, have been super pleasantly surprised by this. I think this works 10 times better than my GHD did, which, I don't know. It's a good one. The next thing I want to talk about is lashes, and you guys already know about my love affair with Cocoa lashes. These are the Foxy lashes, which are full and beautiful and amazing. I love the Queen Bees, I love the 501s, I love the 201s and 202s. I love like a lot of them. And these I get on ladymoss.com. I think they're a great inexpensive option. They're not like the most inexpensive option, but they are just great. Like, they're just great. They're great quality, and there isn't really a style I don't like, so I had to include these. The next two things I want to talk about are things that, as I've been doing more of other people's makeup, have been really awesome, but also for myself. Especially this is just a stainless steel palette, and this has been amazing to mix foundations on. This is invaluable when I'm doing somebody else's makeup. I can get out some lipstick and place it on here. I can get out gel eyeliner and place it on here and work from there. It is amazing for foundations, for concealer, for whatever, to place on here first, so I'm not contaminating my products, and I am not, you know, spreading germs and bacteria to other people when I'm doing their makeup. It's awesome for me, so I'm not getting like this glob of foundation on the back of my hand that I always forget to wash off, and then I'll look like 4 hours later and see this weird colored thing on the back of my hand that like people have to think I have like a weird disease on my hand or something. I don't know. I forget things like that all the time. So this is perfect. I don't ever have to worry about having that. But yeah, I got this on Amazon. It came with a spatula and it's just been amazing. Love it. And then also I bought one of these sprayers, and this is it does like a fine mist like that. And I put alcohol in here, rubbing alcohol, so that I can sanitize my palettes. It does a really great job of getting a really nice even spray of the alcohol onto your eyeshadows and stuff, your powder products, without like oversaturating them and making it like weird. It's so quick and easy. It's like 1-2 sprays and it covers the whole thing. It's really nice. So this has just been awesome. I know it's a weird thing to mention, but I feel like people should be sanitizing their own makeup more than they do, because more than most people do is not at all. And like when you're sick, if you still have to wear your makeup or whatever, you know, all that bacteria and stuff still sits in there. If you don't wash your brushes regularly, you know, you're still just, it's like this bacteria haven. So I feel like even the regular lay person should sanitize their makeup at least like every couple months or something, at the very least. But yeah, this has just been awesome. So brushes, I mean, you know, I have a lot, so I'm kind of just gonna do like a quick type of brush thing I like. But this is super dirty and I'm sorry, I should have washed this, but I have to mention the Beautyblender. It's just amazing, guys. It just is. I like this more than the Real Technique sponge. I like it more than my Morphe one. I just really enjoy it a lot. I don't know, it's just like the texture and all of that is what I look for. I know that some people prefer the other ones, and maybe it's just the texture that you prefer. This is just the one I prefer, and I'm okay with paying the money for it because I really enjoy it. So I just have to say this. The next brushes I want to talk about are my more like unusual ones. The first obviously is the Artis. This is the Oval 6. And it's just, I mean, it's great. It's a really great brush. But if you're looking for an alternative for these, I got this set. This comes with eye brushes and face brushes. I got it on Amazon. It came in this box. It says The Beginning of Beauty Mermaid Multi-Purpose Brush. And it's just a set. I'll link it below. But it comes with just like a ton of brushes that look like this. I don't like the eye ones very much. I find them to be just like hard to use and almost like more difficult than it's worth. So I stick with the face brushes, but I like them a lot. They're more rounded. Like the Artis is flat and these are more rounded. But I use this face one like every day. They don't really have numbers, but I find the quality to be great, and I think they're soft and they're easy to clean. They don't shed. They're, you know, they do a lot of the same things that the Artis ones do. So if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, there's a ton of different dupes out there. A lot of regular brush companies are coming out with these now, but these were the first ones I tried and I just really like them. So insofar as eye brushes, I spent a lot of time this year collecting crease brushes and like lower lash line brushes, pencil brushes, whatever you want to call them. That's the thing I bought the most this year, and those are the kinds of brushes that I think you can almost do like a whole look with depending on what you get. I do have like a full arsenal of blending brushes. I tend to go for the white-haired ones for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just do. They're all dirty. I know I'm the worst. Everything's terrible, but do really like the shape of the Sigma E25 or the MAC 217. I feel like I can do an entire eye look with that, with just this brush. It's nice for laying down color and blending it out and also getting underneath the eye. I do like these Juvia's Place brushes. Sorry, my dog is freaking out over there. I do like these Juvia's Place brushes so far. I have a couple of them. I can't talk about brushes this year without talking about Smith brushes. They're amazing. Like, they're so good, and they make the job of putting on your makeup a pleasure, and I don't know, they're great. But then, you know, there's the old standby of Morphe. These are great for the, you know, having a brush at all times, you know, to use. I have a lot of Morphe. I don't think they're the best brushes ever, but they do the job, I guess. And they're good to have like standby. I do have a couple Sigma in here as well. The E40 is great for blending out everything, and then this is the E35, and it's great for in the crease as well. But I just get basically every crease brush there is from every brand there is because I just gravitate towards these brushes. They're the ones I use the most. Again, can't talk about brushes without talking about the Smith 202. This changed my life in terms of doing winged liner. I have very small eyes. I have very small lid space. So for me, I need like the tiniest brush ever, and this is the tiniest brush ever, and it's so great. It makes doing winged eyeliner on small eyes or in small spaces, if you're doing, you know, delicate work or, you know, more artistic stuff, this is just like the best brush ever. One standout company for me this year has been Royal and Langnickel. I did pick up a ton of their brushes at one point, and I like them. I especially love the smudge brush. I think it's the perfect size for underneath your eye, and it's super soft. Also, an honorable mention to the Dose of Colors one. I think it's great. Super dirty. I know, I'm sorry, it's crazy, but these are great. In terms of face brushes, a lot of the work I do for base I do with a Beautyblender. So the face brushes for me are for bronzer, contour, highlight, blush kind of thing. Generally I do the rest of the work, you know, concealer, under eye powder and stuff like that, foundation with my Beautyblender. But I do want to mention a couple that are dirty. They're all dirty, sorry. The Morphe E3, this is the original one. I prefer it over the new one for sure, but I just like the shape of it for getting into my cheekbone area for bronzer. The Anastasia A24 brush, I do love this shape for highlighter. I do find that this brush sheds though, and I don't appreciate that, but in terms of the shape of it, it's great for laying down the highlight and then blending it out. I really like it. I have been really loving these two Juvia's Place brushes. There's obviously like an angled contour, and then this one's like a pointy one. I love using the point for my contour, and I love using this one for blush. And then if I'm gonna do concealer with a brush, it's always this dirty ass brush that I need to wash terribly, and it is the Real Techniques Duo Fiber. This is the contour brush, but I think it's perfect for placing powder and blending out concealer underneath your eyes. It's amazing. If I ever have fallout, or if I need to just do like a blend of whatever kind, if blush is like got a harsh line or whatever, I use this brush, and it is the Real Techniques Duo Fiber face brush, and it's just like amazing. It just blends things out really nicely. It's great for just like putting here and flicking off any fallout you might get. So like if I do my foundation first or whatever, and I decide at the last minute to do like a darker color on my lid, I reach for this all the time, and I just make sure to do this, and I never ever have an issue. It even gets glitter pretty well, so it's a good one. This only comes in a set. It comes with these two and then an eye brush, which I think were limited edition. You can only get like on Amazon now or something, but they're amazing, and if you do find them somewhere, definitely pick them up because they're awesome. Like, they're just awesome. They wash really well and they're great. And those are really the only ones I'm going to talk about. Like, I have a shit ton of brushes, and it's crazy. I think I would have to do like dedicated videos to really talk about them all that I love, but you know, it's kind of the basis of the shape of brushes that I really like, because I have a lot of the same kind of brushes but just from different companies. So, and I think that is all. I know it was a little bit all over the place, and you know, I probably ended up forgetting like everything, but I just wanted to do the last thing and kind of include whatever else I had left. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let me know down below if you like any of these things, if you don't, if you have suggestions for me based on these things, if you think I'll like something because I like whatever these are, or if you have any questions. If I forget to link the Artis brush dupes, let me know and I'll definitely put it there. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you're at, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.